What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Wait for the Hook, where we talk to you guys' favorite artists, and if they're not your favorite yet, they're soon to be. On today's episode, I'm talking to New York-based rapper Kaniki Bonds. Here we go.
When I was growing up, it wasn't a lot of like female rappers out there, so I idolized a lot of boy bands. So Bow Wow was like the main person who I was really like into when I was 8. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of my rhyming skills from him at the time when I first started. So I would say about 8 years old is when I started writing my own raps. My process is really me writing from my subconscious. So I try to be very transparent with my poetry and my music. I do read. I have a large collection of books. The reading is just so much to expand my vocabulary, finding different words to express what I'm feeling. Because after a while, recycling the same words doesn't hold the same type of power. So when I do read, it's for me to introduce myself to new words. But I'm not gonna lie and say I write every day, because I don't. The writing and the music is very therapeutic for me. So when things are building up and I feel like I need to release it, that's usually when I'll write. And it's just really very like I don't read anything before I write it, and I don't read it after, because I feel like it's new to me, because I didn't even know I might have been feeling these emotions. So my writing process really depends on what it is that I'm going through in my personal life and in my mental space. I definitely speak about more of Black oppression, stigmas and stereotypes, and basically how I believe in Black liberation. I haven't yet found a way to incorporate it into my music. With the poetry, I feel like it's more free form. There's no beat I have to attach it to. The music is a little different, but it's very important. I feel like me being a Black woman is a huge part of my identity, and I want people to recognize me as a Black woman when I'm out doing my music, when I'm doing my poetry. Any other identity that I have is secondary to me being Black. There's a lot of talent in Long Island, but it's a lot of jealousy. So people are not putting each other on. They're not really showing love. So a lot of times when I would go to these places, it would be artists from Brooklyn or Bronx or Queens, and I'm like, oh, I'm from Long Island. Like, I'm the only Long Island head from there. But I would say being at SUNY Westbury, I really did find my grounding. I did this performance. I did I think it was at what was it called? It was Apollo Night, and I did one of my poems that I wrote years ago, and the crowd's reaction was just like confirmation, like, wow, this is what I should be doing. I'm actually affecting people with my words in a positive way. This is what I need to be doing. But I still kind of hesitated, because I was going to school for something completely different, and I'm like, well, how am I going to make this work for me? And it wasn't until my mom passed away that I started like getting in the studio and just recording. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm not playing games no more, you know. I started taking it more serious because I realized how much I needed it. There are going to be a lot of times where you question if you're doing the right thing. There are going to be a lot of times where you might even second guess yourself, but the questioning and the doubts are normal, but you shouldn't let them create space in your mind, because if you don't believe in yourself, and it sounds so cheesy, but it really comes down to self. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't think you can do it, it doesn't matter if your friends believe it or if your family believes it, you have to believe it in first here, because confidence is contagious. There's a lot of people who make music who I can argue are not all that great, but they're confident, they're persistent. So I would say, you know, not getting too much in your head, being consistent, but most importantly, making the music for you. All right, so my Instagram is Kaniki Bonds _ KANIKIBONDS _ 2 things. I have a single that's out right now called Easy to Forget. You can find it on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, just about any platform that's out there. Also, stay in tune for a video for Easy to Forget. Should be releasing sometime in the spring. And I have another upcoming single called Conversations with God that will be off of Mentally Transparent.